Welcome all Earth signs to your weekly energy update. And this, of course, is for all my Taurians, my Virgos, my Capricorns, no matter where you have it in your chart. And we're going to be looking at the week of March 20th to March 27th. These are, of course, timeless. So if your intuition brought you here, I'd still trust that and watch it because I'm sure there are messages for you. If you are watching this between this time frame, of course, the start of March 20th is Aries season. So that is a beautiful, fiery new beginning to our next 12-month rotation through Aries all the way back through Pisces. And, of course, the beginning of equinox. So fall and spring happening in the southern and northern hemispheres. And I have created an Aries season reading, and also I put out a couple weeks ago the equinox reading pick-a-cards, and I'll have those linked at the end of the video here in one of the corners for you if you're interested in checking those out. We don't have any new moon and full moons happening during this week, but we are coming off of the Virgo full moon that just happened on March 18th, so some of that energy is still seeping into this week. And yes, of course, I did create a Virgo full moon reading for those for each zodiac sign, so if you want to check out what energies are impacting you with that, I'll also link that at the end of the video here. But for this week, we're going to pull a card here from the Messenger Oracle to start off. Just see what the Creator wants you to know for all you Earth signs for this coming week. So what would you like them to know about this coming week, please? Okay, actually they'd want that one right there. And you've got the Hear the Ancient Ones. So beautiful, beautiful wisdom being communicated to you this week in a variety of ways, and we will see what that is. And oops, sorry about that. Let's take a look here and see what message. It says the indigenous peoples of the world are those who have lived in harmony with the land for countless generations. Among them are the elders whose knowledge and wisdom can teach us of our relationship with nature, of living a life of empathetic awareness, and to better understand our role as caretakers of the earth. They can teach us the wisdom of taking only what we need, of wasting little, and of honoring all sacrifices made so that you may live and grow. Hear the wisdom of the ancient ones. Learn from their knowledge, lore, and traditions. So I love that. That actually was on page 33, which jumped out to me, which is a wonderful message because 33 for me represents the combination of your human and your spiritual self coming together and walking hand in hand. For me, master number 11 is like mastering your human shadow, ego, this human experience and that, level of it. And 22 is realizing that there's two of you on this experience, which is 2022 is all about understanding more that you are this higher being. And the video just hit 333 as I'm saying that as well. So there's a very, synchronistic message here for you around the numbers 333 and 333. So if that means something for you, or if you want to go like Google angel number 333, check that out too. But the 11 and the 22, add those together equals the 33. So that's the human side, your spiritual side coming together and walking in life in this whole new way. So I love that because the ancient ones, really, there's ancient ones that have walked upon the earth, but all of us are ancient ones at our core, right? So I'm also going to pull from the Dark Tarot here, or the Black Tarot is what these are called. And this represents messages from your shadow. And your shadow is like a piece of yourself. It's a tour guide that keeps us in the game here, that takes us through this giant amusement park of fear that we are experiencing through our human selves. And because they're our tour guide, they're able to see beneath the surface and they know what's going on behind the scenes. So these are whatever your shadow would like you to know about this upcoming week, and what's, behind the scenes and below the surface that are impacting this week for you. So for our earth signs, what would you like them to know? Okay, they do want you that one and that one. Any others? Okay, that one and that one. So first you have the Lover's card. So the Lover's card is very much about emotional choices. And so there is this kind of division that you're becoming aware of this week because of what they're doing in the shadows. And what I mean by that is you become aware that every moment is either an emotional choice of unconditional love or an emotional choice of fear of losing conditional love. So, of course, the awareness and the truths, the capital T truths of the ancient ones that are able to bring us all this beautiful knowledge is of the unconditional love. Whereas our human side, those little fear rides we ride, that's all the conditional love. We fear that we're able to lose love, that we're not going to be good enough, that we're not worthy of love. But the other side of it is emotional choice of unconditional love, connecting to that higher truth that you indeed are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things and that whole posse of beings of unconditional love and light on the other side. And so there is this underlying awareness, this choices this week that'll be brought to you. Which one are you going to believe? It's very simple. We of course, make it more complex than it really is. But when it comes down to it, it's one or the other. Whether in fear of losing conditional love or we're sitting in that moment of unconditional love. So that is what's coming up there. And you have the Eight of Wands. Wands is your drive, your ambition, your aha inspiration, your passion, your spiritual energy, and just your energy in general. And the Eight of Wands is really about this movement of energy that's happening for you. You're moving to a new level with energy this coming week. And so you'll be feeling the impacts of those as they kind of electrifies your week. You're going to feel whatever you're focusing on, whatever you're experiencing, it's like the energy of it goes to another level. So whatever you're focusing on is going to grow. And that's great news. They're telling you that, not to go like, sucka, enjoy. They're letting you know whatever you focus on is what is going to be amplified this week, even more than normal. So you get to choose what you want to focus on. What emotional choice you make is going to boom, right? So they're giving you that awareness of that for that. The Eight of Wands also can represent messages coming from spirit. So also, especially with this hearing from the ancient ones, they're really telling you, this is a week where you're going to be just flooded with synchronicities and messages that you see on the outside world, like, license plates and bumper stickers and overhearing, conversations, and you're going to get emotional messages. You'll just feel this emotional flood and you'll be like, what is this? And your brain will eventually catch up and understand it, but you're just going to have this knowing feeling about this gut feeling. So really trust your gut during this week as well. And then also mental messages where you'll just have answers just pop into your head or memories get triggered in your head. So all these things that are happening this week are happening for you, and it's them bringing you wisdom and information that's for you, okay? So definitely a pay attention week. And then you have Temperance. And Temperance is about this balancing of truths, of small t truths to capital T truths. And I don't think they have it. They don't have it in this one. Usually they would have like in a lot of the tarot decks I have, they'll have like the Ace of Swords has like a little scale on it, and it's about balancing the difference between, and it's right next to the Lover's card too, which is understanding the balancing of your human side and your spiritual side. We're usually out of balance, especially earlier in our lives, because we're totally absorbed in that human experience, so it's weighing heavy on us. But the more we connect and become aware of those higher truths, that helps balance out our lives. It's like that, like I was talking about before. That makes sense with the 11, and then the 22 and the 33. It's the balancing out. You start off with just being overbalanced with the human experience with the 11, but then that 22 experience as your spirit balances things out and allows you to come together with that more balanced approach to life. So I love that. Then you have the Queen of Spheres, which would be the Queen of Pentacles in the Standard Tarot. And she's all like Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, a lot like the Empress, which is card number 3 in the major arcana. But she's the one that reminds me most of the Empress, because it's like connection to nature. It's about new birth, nurturing, and a very Mother Earth feel to it. So this is a time, this coming week, it is this awareness around this new birth into how you see yourself from the outside world, how you perceive your worth, how you perceive who you are, really. And so I love that's coming in here with this Ancient Ones. We're also going to pull some cards here from the Sun and Moon Tarot, and this is going to be where this is from your shadow. These are going to be from the Creator and Spirit and that whole posse of beings of unconditional love and light. On the other side, these are just what they want you to know about this upcoming week. So kind of have like what's under the surface here that's kind of spawning these messages from the Ancient Ones. But what would Spirit like you to know about this week too? Okay. No, they don't want all those. They want that. Okay, and these two. Because I saw, they want those two too. Okay. Alrighty. So it's like 2, 2, and 2. So these two together, we'll start off with these two. You got the Ace of Cups and the Prince of Wands, which would be the Knight of Wands in the Standard Tarot. Now, Ace of Cups is it almost looks like here's a cup and here's this outflowing water here. It's the chalice, it's the Holy Grail. It is full of the unconditional love of the Creator of all things. It's what we hunger and what we thirst for, right? And so there's this, when it's talking about this emotional choices coming in, this would be the choice of unconditional love. And this Prince of Wands, we talked about wands here with this 8 of Wands. This is that passion and that drive and that energy and that spiritual energy. And this is about movement. Again, this is like movement of energy. The Knights, because it's like in a chariot, it's also about movement of energy. And so the movement that's happening, this energy that's moving, is that unconditional love is what is moving within you. The Knights always have a quest that they want to go on, right? And so I really feel like that is like this indication that the quest that you're on is for that unconditional love, right? It's balancing with that number 22, that getting to know your higher self, because when you get to know your higher self, that's what brings that balance. That's what connects you to that unconditional love. And that's what just really makes this movement happen. And so this movement of energy that I feel is happening, they want you to know it's because it's the pursuit of unconditional love. Yeah. Okay. So you got the 8 of Wands again, and the Ace and 8 of Wands. So this is passion, this is new energy, this is the energetic movement. So they're basically saying it, and I love how they have it here. It's like you're going to have this love fill you up with this rainbow is shooting out of you. Better shooting out of your hand than the other end, right? So it's like you're controlling where you're sending this energy, like we were talking about with the Lovers card there, where you are making these emotional choices. And this is the week where, when it's brought up to you, because of this drive that you're having within you, you are really wanting pursue that and choose that, because it's like you're tired of choosing the other. And then this goes in the middle here, you know, 7 of Wands. So all this Wands energy, definitely a week full of energetic experiences happening. And the 7 of Wands is really this place of where you have the higher ground here. These wands are the people, like the outside energies that are trying to influence you. You know, this is the conditional love. This is the fears of other people that you feel are being put upon you, that no, you don't be, you know, pursuing unconditional love. Come back down here and be miserable with the rest of us. But you have this place where you have the higher ground, where you don't have to worry. You have that higher perspective. You have the advantage in the battle, where you're like, no, I don't have to choose that, you know, explosive fear energy. I want this love. This is what I'm searching for right here, right? So I love that. Yeah, and then you got the Lover's card again. So if there was any doubt, you know, out of 4 cards and out of 6 cards, you got 2 of those out of 78 cards possible in each of these decks. You got 2 of the same within that. That is very, very unlikely. It's very synchronistic, which is basically Spirit saying, confirming this is the message. They're letting you know that yes, that Spirit is aware, and this is what they want you to know, that it is about emotional choices this week. You get to choose every moment is of unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love. And you don't have to worry. You have this higher ground. You don't need to defend your decisions. And, you know, especially you don't need to feel that you have to give in to all these attacking wands. You don't even have to defend yourself, because, and I loved it now that I covered it up. Valor, which is the knight, the quest of the knight, right? The knights have this valor, and I love that for you. Perfect. So it's going to be a great week. You know, it's just definitely a heads up letting you know that it's not going to be any other like extreme emotions that you don't have any other week. But this week you have this awareness that comes around, that you do have a choice to choose differently, and you are faced with emotional choices every day, but you can keep it simple: unconditional love or fear of losing conditional love. So perfect. Also, if you're looking for even more messages of love from above, I do put out monthly readings for each zodiac sign, in addition to these weekly energy updates. I also have full moon, new moon readings, and a variety of other videos that I put out each month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, that's going to give you access to this notification bell. And when you go in there, you can just select the all option, and then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out for this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, because when you like a video, you share a video, you comment on a video, or you subscribe to a channel, the YouTube algorithm just goes giddy and it wants to share those videos of that channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am grateful for that. These also are just general readings, so if you want even more specific information for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is in the description box below. All right, your earth signs, as you go through this amazing week, just know that every second of every day that you are indeed unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon, but until then, you hang in there and you take care.